As an occupational therapist, ultimately, we want to meet the clients where they're at and make life easier for them and their families. What we want to do at the end of the day is improve quality of life. My name is Cassandra. I'm an occupational therapist. I grew up living in the Burdekin region, and that was where my grandfather had a sugarcane farm. That was my first exposure to the agricultural industry. And I've kind of stayed around the smaller towns since. I currently live in Mount Isa and have my own occupational therapy business and travel to rural and remote areas. As an occupational therapist, I'm helping people regain or engage in things that they find meaningful in their life. This looks very different for lots of different people, but when I'm coming out to a farm or a property to see someone, we might be looking at their day-to-day, what they might be finding a little bit more difficult, and working out whether we need to adapt something, whether they need some equipment. Ultimately, we want to meet the client where they're at and make life easier for them and their families. A large misconception about occupational therapists is that we help people get their jobs. Because obviously occupation is in the name, people think that we just assist people getting a job, which can be the case, but it's definitely not the only case at all. We've got a very large scope of work, and that includes mainly regaining or engaging in those meaningful activities. So within occupational therapy, we're not just looking at one domain, we're looking at the physical domain, the cognitive domain, the psychosocial domain, and really focusing on people's well-being and for them to be able to engage in things that bring meaning to their life. When I'm first engaging with someone, they might think that something's quite impossible, but after sitting down and working through what the task might be, what the environment's like, what we can modify, sometimes we're able to get them back to doing exactly what they were doing prior. So in a clinic setting, people are coming to see me there, whereas in a rural environment, I'm going out to see their environment, the way that they're living and what they do in their environment day to day. It's really important for me to see their space, how they interact with their space, so that we can come together and work out what's going to work best for them and how they might be able to live day-to-day life easier. A real-life example of a client that I've gone out to assist is an older man with Parkinson's. When I first engaged with the family, they were very burnt out, I would say, and as was the client themselves. His goals were around wanting to continue to drive the tractor. He wanted to continue to do some cattle work, but he also wanted to be able to do things independently. The family had already started doing some research. We installed some different gates so that he was able to move in and out of paddocks with ease. We then did some home modifications so that his morning routine and afternoon routine he could do completely independently. We also looked at safety for him, so we made sure that he had a personal alarm for when he was off doing things by himself, and that provided a lot of support for the family because they weren't as worried about him when he was down the paddock by himself. After engaging with this family, and I did for quite some time, I saw a complete shift in the way that they lived their day-to-day life, both the family and the client. The client had regained the ability to do the things that he wanted to do. The unique thing about my role is that I'll travel hundreds of kilometres to see a client at their location because I really want to look at what their environment looks like. At the end of the day, anyone can make the first step to seeing an occupational therapist. So that could be you as an individual, it could be an employer, it could be a family member, it could be talking with your GP or talking with a nurse in the community. Under 65 with a daily disability, they're able to access the NDIS scheme. over 65, you're able to access a supported home scheme. And then anyone under the age of 65 that might need a few sessions, there's a few different funding bases that sometimes help. The Primary Health Network, Medicare can sometimes fund sessions. But if you're wanting to engage with an occupational therapist, my best advice would be to reach out to them or someone in the community, even your GP, and just see what your options are. I really enjoy working with rural and agricultural communities and working with people that live in these communities because number one, it feels a little bit like home, but number two, I really love being able to give back and provide services to people that would otherwise go without.